Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about my Ozito lawnmower. But before I go into the lawnmower itself, let me tell you about how I ended up obtaining this lawnmower. So about 5 days ago, Audi were running a special where you could get a cordless lawnmower and a cordless lawn trimmer for $200, 2 batteries, 1 charger, and a gamble like that. I was happy with my odds because I've had Audi stuff in the past. It's actually generally exceeded my expectations. I've got a washing machine from Audi that I bought about 4 years ago, still running, still gets overloaded every day by 1 or 2 kilos, runs fine, no problem at all. But got there 20 minutes after the store opened, they've already sold out. Guy said no chance. Went next store, no chance. Store after that, no chance. Went to Bunnings, found this lawnmower right here, $159 by itself, no grass trimmer. Went down to my local Bunnings, which is literally across the road from my house. Picked it up, $159, no problems. But the price actually said $199. So I was like, wow, is it so cheap? I had a look online, and Bunnings was actually running their own promotion to compete with Audi. We could get a grass trimmer for $29 if you purchase this for $159. Unfortunately, I went back on my receipt. They'd have sold out the grass trimmers. I missed out. But I did get this lawnmower, which is really good. They had a lot of stock of this lawnmower. And let me just go into this lawnmower a little bit. So you've got 3 ride heights, 30, 50, and 90. Adjusting the ride height is quite easy, but quite cheap. So most lawnmowers, you'll have a stick, and you can just adjust it up and down. Even older lawnmowers will have this. Not on this lawnmower. You've actually got to flip it on its side, and then there's a spring with an axle. You pull on that as hard as you can, and it'll pop into place. Some other ways where this is still quite cheap, we just go for a little tour, is you see this, it comes with zip ties. no clamps or anything like that. Zip ties to keep this cord in place. You'll see that no matter how you kind of twist it, this doesn't actually fit inside here. This one doesn't really tighten at all, but this one does, so it kind of ended up being tight. And if I wanted to, I got big thick zip ties that I could always put in place. You've got a safety switch, so if you were to pull on that, battery's in right now, it won't do anything. Safety in first. Only then will it power on. 25-litre grass bag comes with, quite difficult to reposition in. Doesn't quite fit like as easily as you'd want it to. But for $159, it came with a battery, a 4AH battery, which is good, second smallest one they make, so they didn't give us the smallest one. With the Ozito Power Exchange 18 volt. It's got a 30 centimetre cutting diameter. Yeah, free ride heights, free cutting heights. But yeah, it's apparently got the fast charge, so it actually charges in an hour and a half to full charge, which is great. Some of the things I do like about it is that you can just pick it up one hand. It's very light. It's like a toy. Like, honestly, my daughter could push this around and she's 5. So we're going to have a look. I'm going to show you what I was talking about. So if you want to adjust the height, I'm not even sure I'm going to be able to do that with my left hand, to be honest. It's more of a two-handed job. We've got to squish down this as hard as you can, and then it'll come out. You've got your cutting blade here, which will probably need a sharpening. Putting a lot of trust on that not turning on. But yeah, overall I'm very happy with this, and I'll tell you why. Mainly it's the price point. I think if I was to pay the $199 or the $200, the full price, probably wouldn't be that happy with the build quality. But at $159, that $30 honestly makes all the difference. That $30, $40, because it feels cheap, but it is cheap, but it gets the job done. Mow my lawn. I've only got a very, very small patch of lawn, like I think it's 3 meters by 3 meters wide, so Took me about 3 or 4 minutes to mow the whole thing, not even that probably, including carrying the lawnmower and carrying it back, emptying the basket. So for me, this is perfect. And I recommend it for anybody who had a smaller lawn, living in a newer area in Australia where they build a lot of small houses right on top of each other. For people with the more traditional blocks, I'd probably recommend spending another $100 or so to get a decent lawnmower, or just going in the second-hand market and getting something with petrol power so you don't run out halfway through. That being said, you can always buy another battery. So I think even strategically, they seemed to run out of grass trimmers, but then they had another pack, which was a grass trimmer and a blower for about 120, which came with another 2 batteries. If you had 3 batteries, 2 chargers, you'd be set. Doesn't matter how big your lawn is. Time you run out of 2 batteries, the third one's charged. Time you run out of that one, the other 2 are half charged, you know? So I think that, yeah, this is really good buy, and unlike the Audi brand, although I will say, like I said before, really good experience in the past for Audi, but unlike the Audi brand, I've dealt with ozito. My father had a lot of ozito tools. He was a fencer. He treated them hard. He worked with them hard, and that he'd always get his money's worth out of them before they broke down. They would break down usually, but not in a year, 6 months, 8 months of full tradesman use. Every day in the sand, in the hot, get 40-degree weather, and they would take a few months of abuse, getting dropped, getting chucked in the back of the Nissan Patrol, no problems. But he always got more than his money's worth out of them. I've got an ozito angle grinder. I've got an ozito polishing tool. Wherever that is, it might be. Anyway, I've got one. I've always got my money's worth out of them. No problem at all. So yeah, I definitely rate this product about 4 stars out of 5. Yeah, that's a terrible angle. I rate this product 4 stars out of 5. I think you definitely get your money's worth out of it, especially if you can pick it up on special. If I didn't pick it up at a special price, it'd probably drop down to 3 or 2.5 stars out of 5.